Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is BigPummGaming and I'm here today to bring you an awesome Wi-Fi battle that I had with a good friend of mine. His name's SwaggingSwellow. He reached out to me over Twitter and asked me for a battle, so I was happy to oblige with him. He's an awesome dude. Go check out his channel. His link and stuff will be in the description below. Give the man a follow. He's a cool dude. So yeah, we're gonna jump right into this battle. He did challenge me to an OU match, so I went ahead and brought my Mega Scizor team because it's a pretty strong team, very comfortable with it. And then we go into the battle, and I see most of his mons are not OU, so I'm kind of worried. I'm expecting a little Shenanigans, not sure what's going to go on exactly for sure. So we're going to jump right into the match, and we're going to see what goes on, man. I hope you guys enjoy. So going into the match, I knew I wanted to just start off and hit something really hard, so I went and chose to open up with Latios, thinking that anything he brings in really does not want to take a Draco, and if he actually goes into the T-Tar, I can just switch out if I rode him the next turn. I see that he opens up the Suicune, and I'm so afraid of Crocoon, guys. I'm so afraid of Crocoon. Turn 1, I know that if I drop a Draco, I'll go -2 attack. Don't want to do that against the Crocoon. So I go right for the Side Shock, just do a little bit of damage right to start off with. I'm predicting the Crocoon. So, and right away, there we go, we see the Calm Mind. Okay, guys, so he's now +1 Spadef, +1 special attack. At this point, an Ice Beam does approximately like 50% to my Latios. So I still want to stay in. I want to get some more damage off in the Suicune because the Suicune is a massive problem for my team. Even though I have mostly OU mons, the Suicune is a huge problem. So I go ahead and drop another Side Shock just in case he wants to pull any Shenanigans. And we see that he does go again. He goes right for the Ice Beam like I would have thought he would. Gets the damage off. Does a good amount. It does a lot to my Latios. I would really didn't want to take that damage, but I didn't really have much of a choice. Had to let Latios take the damage. So now I'm thinking, alright, a Draco will kill here. At this range, a Draco will kill even if he's +1. So I go right for the Draco now. He's probably predicting my Side Shock, so he tries to switch out into the Dark type to be immune. But I go right for the Draco, man. I had to try and get some... I wanted to try and kill the Suicune as quick as I could. So go ahead and drop the Draco right on this Tyranitar. And I have no idea what kind of set this Tyranitar could be, but assuming from that damage, I assume he's not Assault Vest. So I go ahead and go -2. So then at this point, if he wanted to Pursuit Trap me, that was fine. Latios had pretty much done all he could at this point. So I was going to go ahead and switch out. If he Pursuit Trap me, that's fine. I don't really care. So I switch right out into my Rotom, guys. Rotom is my great check to a Tyranitar. He goes for the Protect. Not exactly sure what he was expecting there. But he goes for the Protect, and that's fine. We take a little bit of Sandstorm damage, get our leftovers. No harm, no foul right there, guys. So I want to go ahead and cripple this thing, so I go for the Will-O-Wisp, guys. I try to stop him from attacking me. Try to stop this thing from being a threat to me at all, and he has the Lumberry. The man has a Lumberry. I had no idea what set he was until this moment. I would usually predict like a Dragon Dance kind of variant with this kind of Tyranitar with a Lumberry. He goes for the Rock Slide, and the Rock Slide does a huge amount of damage. The burn would have been huge there. So I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to go right for another burn. I think that's the right play. I want to try and make sure this Tyranitar can't hurt my team that bad. And he goes and switches out, guys, and he makes the pro play. He goes, makes a great play, and goes into Swellow. I assume this is Guts boosted, so I go and burn a Guts boosted Swellow here. Not a very good play on my part. Now this thing is a huge threat to me. This thing is a huge problem. He has Guts, burned, Swellow. I'm predicting the Facade here. I would assume he's going to go for Facade or Brave Bird. Not really sure which one, so I knew that Rotom would not take this hit very well. I need Rotom for later for that Tyranitar. Had to keep Rotom healthy, guys. I had to keep him healthy. I go ahead and make the decision to stack off my Latios here. I don't want to risk Swellow causing some real damage to my team, so I think the best idea, get a clean switch into something different. And the best way to do it is just to stack off my Latios. He had done his work and put a serious dent in the Suicune, so I was definitely okay with letting Latios go down here. And so then the Swellow goes, takes a little bit of burn damage. The Sandstorm runs out, which is a little unfortunate, but I go ahead and bring in Wrath. Wrath is my trusted Tyranitar, man. I love this Tyranitar. Great set. I like to run a nice Scarftar set. As you can see, the Scarftar comes in huge here. Hits the Ice Beam. I bet there's no way he predicted that. We hit the Ice Beam, and it goes and kills the Swellow, guys. That is a huge threat out of the way. I did not mean to burn the Swellow. He made a good prediction. Then out comes the Snorlax, guys, and this thing is thick fat, so I know he's going to take nothing from an Ice Beam. There's no way my Ice Beam's going to do anything to him, so I take out my Tyranitar. No reason to stay in there. Go right out and back into our Lost Socks, guys. I want to try to burn this thing. I want to try to stop him from being a threat, and he goes for the Stockpile. This thing is just going to try to sit in front of me, man. Just sit in front of me, and there's nothing I can do about it at this point. So You can see I take a little bit of sandstorm damage. He's going to take some sandstorm damage as well. Then right after that, I get my leftovers recovery. Again, I'm still sitting around half, so I'm not too afraid. I'm pretty sure there's not too much the Snorlax can do to me that will kill me. But I want to go ahead and get the burn off on him. That'll stop him from like trying to set up on me or anything crazy, like set up his like attack or anything through curse or whatever he wants to go for. But man, he just goes for another stockpile. So now he's +2 defense and Spadef. This Snorlax is going to be a huge problem. This burn is huge. It's good for residual damage as well. Now I'm feeling pretty comfortable. I can just sit here with a Rotom. Rotom can pretty much wall this thing at this point, especially with the burn. Oh, excuse me. And the Sandstorm's still up as well. Really has no effect, but so he's definitely racking up the damage a little bit, as we see here. Then I want to go for the Volt Switch. Switch out. Who do I switch out into here? As you can see, that does very little damage. That does almost nothing to this Snorlax, man. That suggests it's very Spadef invested. Okay, so I go right out into Festus. My Heatran goes for another stockpile, man. It's crazy. So now, what I'm afraid of, him having some other kind of setup move. And I really just cannot let this Snorlax just sit in front of me, man. I have to let him keep taking the residual damage and all this stuff. The way he stays in here makes me think he has a way to kind of counteract this or whatever. So I go right for the taunt. I don't want to deal with any more shenanigans. He's already at +3. Pretty sure his stockpile was all set. But he was going to go for the rest, guys. And if he had gotten that rest off, that would have been absolutely huge. Would have been very bad for me. But man, that taunt just absolutely stops the Snorlax in his tracks, man. And I go right for the Earth Power with the Heatran. Get some damage off. Get some good damage off. Just kidding. I get no damage off. And this Snorlax goes for the crunch. It's going to do basically 0. Basically 0. Heatran will eat that every day. That was even a crit and it still did nothing. Heatran is a very good Pokemon, guys. And definitely coming through here, guys. Definitely coming through. Snorlax is still racking up the damage, as you can see. He's got into the red and I've only hit him with like 2 offensive moves. Okay, so he switches out the Snorlax. So goodbye all that Spadef and defense investment or increases. So out comes the Suicune. I go again. What move did I go for here? I go again and go for the Earth Power. See how much this does. I don't think it did very much. It did a decent amount. Just a decent amount. Now I know this is Crocune, and so it wasn't probably the best play. But I didn't want him to set up Calm Minds or anything, so I'm gonna go for the taunt again, guys. I'm definitely gonna go try and taunt this Crocune. Try to see what he has left for me. So I go for the taunt. See what he goes for here. We see that he goes for the substitute. Oh my gosh, if Crocune had gotten a substitute up, I would have been in so much trouble, guys. Taunt coming in absolutely clutch there. People think they can just set up on my Heatran, and taunt really just stops that. It's a very good play, guys. But now I know the Scald's going to come. I'm afraid of the Scald, and I'm trying to decide what on my team can take a burn or take a Scald from this thing. And I really don't have anything that wants to take a burn, so I go right on to Lost Socks, who's going to take the Scald pretty well. Takes it very well, actually. And we can see no burn. Very lucky, very lucky. As we all know in Pokemon, Scald is basically a 100% chance to burn. Always, all the time, man. You always get burned at like the worst possible moment. Every time. And so we see Suicune's got the leftovers recovery. He withdraws the Suicune, probably fearing the Thunderbolt or the Volt Switch. And out comes the Snorlax again, guys. Out comes the Snorlax again. So I'm pretty sure I go for the Volt Switch here. Yep, I do. I do go for the Volt Switch. This is going to do basically nothing again. Again, suggesting that this is a very Spadef-vested Snorlax. He's living on a fraction of health. I just need something to come in and let him take the burn damage. I go back out and switch into my Scarftar. I feel like anything on his team really can't handle Scarftar very well. But I felt like Scarftar was a very good switch in here. As you see, the Snorlax goes down to Sandstorm Burn. The residual damage was huge on the Snorlax because it basically took him out. I barely did anything to him, like offensively from standpoint. And he took like 1 Earth Power. He has a Sableye here, and I know he's going to go for the burn. I smell a Will-O-Wisp from a mile away, so I get T-Tar out of there. Right back into Festus, and what does he go for? He goes for the Willow. I get the nice and Flash Fire boost. Very proud of this play, guys. I was very proud of it. Read that one like a book. It was so good. So happy. That Willow was very scary. I was surprised he didn't Mega. I thought he was going to be a Mega Sableye for sure. I was very afraid of that. I just go right for the Lava Plume. I have Flash Fire boosted fire or Lava Plume. Makes a good play for me. And oh my god, that damage. It does over half, and we get the burn, guys. That is huge. He goes right for the foul play. This is going to do not very much at all. My Heatran is not pack invested whatsoever. So here we go. We get some leftovers recovery. And the Sableye has the burn. He gets some leftovers recovery as well. Basically kind of cancels out the burn, but still some good damage nonetheless. So I'm going to sit here. and I have the Flash Fire boost, I'm just going to click Lava Plume again, because there's no reason for me to not click Lava Plume. It's going to hurt anything that wants to come in. Nothing wants to come into this. So he sends out his Victini, the one thing that does not mind a Lava Plume. Here we go. We hit the Lava Plume on this Victini. Victini is an absolute threat, man. But since I am Flash Fire, I am not afraid of the V-Create. I don't think he has a move that can really hit me that well. I have Earth Power. So I'm going to go right for the Earth Power here. No reason for me not to go for the Earth Power. He goes for the Zen Hud, but that's going to do very little, if nothing to me at all. Maybe he was trying to get a flinch or something, man. Yeah, it must have been what he's going for. I'm going right for the Earth Power. No reason for me not to. It's going to do a lot of damage. As you can see, that does so much damage to the Victini, man. Almost just barely misses out on the KO, and the Sandstorm fades on the same turn, man. I would have loved that extra damage. For sure. We're going to sit in here. He's going to go for another Zen Hud, but no reason for him to save this. He goes for the Zen Headbutt, and I go ahead and go for Earth Power again, just to finish off the Victini. Take care of this thing. This thing is gone. Victini is a huge threat, guys, but Heatran does a lot to kind of wall him. He can't go for V-Creates with my Heatran in there. That is absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. I get more leftovers recovery. I'm sitting pretty good. I'm at half health with my Heatran here. And he goes back into the Tyranitar, man. Tyranitar is so scary. I would have really wished that burn was still on him from earlier. So let's see what happens here, guys. I have to switch out. I am afraid of the Earthquake. I'm assuming I was afraid of the Earthquake. I have to switch out, and I go right into my check. Rotom. Rotom is a huge... He goes for the low kick, too, guys. Oh, that would have done so much damage to my Heatran. He goes for the low kick on my defensive Rotom. Basically does 0. I get the leftovers recovery. We're sitting pretty good. We're going to take some more Sandstorm damage, which is unfortunate for sure. I'm going to hit the Will-O-Wisp. We're going to burn this Tyranitar, basically making him useless, guys. Burn Tyranitar does not do very much whatsoever. Goes for the Rock Slide again, guys. He's probably trying to get some flinches on me or something, but thankfully I have speed with Rotom. Very nice. Then we got some more leftovers recovery and all that good stuff, man. Leftovers was so crucial on this team. Just that residual, getting that health back is so huge. Definitely helps you out with like some bad rolls in your favor. I'm just going to go right for the Hydro Pump. No reason for me not to. I see that the stand gives him a Spadef boost, but not enough. Rotom is able to take out the Tyranitar with the Hydro Pump. Absolutely huge. Now this Tyranitar, this huge threat is gone. Now we're sitting pretty here with our Rotom at 20 health plus our leftovers. We're sitting pretty comfortably here. Rotom is such a good Pokemon, guys. It does a great job of walling most of OU. And we come, and Suicune comes back out. He's running out of bonds here. So we have the Suicune in with us. And I do believe I just go for the Volt Switch here. I do go for the Volt Switch, yes indeed. We hit the Volt Switch. And, oh, that damage just misses out on the KO again, guys. Oh my gosh. A little bit of special attack investment would have been huge there. We're going to go right out into the Tyranitar. I know that with the sand I can take any Scald. And that's exactly what he goes for. And even if I got burned, I could do enough damage with like Crunch or so just to make sure I took out the Suicune. Sandstorm, yeah, Sandstorm damage is just really good. I can hang on to the Suicune. He lives up like, that must be like 1 HP. That must be 1 HP. I sit here, and I'm going to go for the Pursuit. I don't know if he's going to want to try and save this thing, but either way, I thought the Pursuit was a nice safe play, just in case he wanted to try and save it. Whatever reason. And then the Sandstorm subsides again. So we're sitting in here with our Tyranitar, and the Sableye has basically no health. So I just go for the Pursuit again, try to wrap up this game here, because I know that Pursuit plus the burn at least will take him out. You don't even need the burn. The Tyranitar, Scarftar is able to come through with the Pursuit and win the game, guys. So make sure you go check out. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle first of all, and make sure you guys go check out SwaggingSwellow. I'll leave his information in the description below. Thank you guys. This is my first video on YouTube that I've actually recorded. So I hope you guys like it, and I'll try to keep the content coming. So have a night.